Please. No, first.
German.
In German.
Good morning.
We were inspired by Izzy as she went through her treatment for rhabdomyosarcoma. We learned how important family and friends were throughout her entire treatment, and we feel it's our duty to make sure that the Izzy Foundation gives back to help other kids with debilitating diseases.
After March of this year, when Izzy passed, the direction of the foundation has changed somewhat. And it was then that we started to realize that what we wanted to do was keep her inspiration going. Through the foundation, we could keep the inspiration going by inspiring others to make a difference.
For the 2012 goal of the Izzy Foundation, we want to give back to not only Hasbro Children's Hospital, but to our community and to everyone that was there for us.
The Izzy Foundation was started about a year ago. We initially started it to raise money to support Izzy's stem cell transplant in Germany. One of the really amazing things going through Izzy's treatment with she and her family was the extraordinary costs that families had to incur when their children had cancer. And you'd think that insurance would cover a lot of these medical treatments. It actually did not. And our first event was a birthday party in the park. We literally threw that together in 2 weeks and raised over $25,000. And at that point we knew that we really had something huge that could be an amazing foundation, an amazing way to help people someday. We haven't put that with anything.
Flowers over there too. Huh? Trevor's.
There are a lot of wonderful foundations that are already providing a lot of support for families and their children with cancer. But we realized that Izzy had inspired so many people, not just in Rhode Island or in California, North Carolina, places where our families are from, but she inspired people all over the country and the world.
Our first project is going to be to redo the family room at the Hasbro Hospital on the oncology floor. It's really a room that doesn't function very well and is not very homey or very warm, and really is not used by many patients or their families.
Our family rooms are now going on 18 years old. They've never been remodeled. We have old furniture that is just not warm and comfortable. So we sat down to talk to Tina and Kyle. We told them that this was actually a project that we had already identified at the hospital as a tremendous need that goes directly to patient and family-centered care. And it was amazing. It was an astounding meeting of people who were coming together for the same purpose, with the same vision and goal.
I always felt very alone during her treatment. I felt like there was no one else who would understand what I was going through. So a lot of times I didn't talk to anyone. I would see people in the hallway, but I would never talk. So I think if we had a place to go, we could socialize and meet each other, and I just think that would be a nice support. I always felt if I left the floor that I was too far away from her, so I always like to stay on the floor. So I feel that a room would just be a place that we could go visit with our other children. If you needed to step away and just have a moment, you could do that. It's a nice place to meet other families. If mom and dad wanted to step away for a minute to eat something while a grandparent's visiting, you could actually eat together. If Emma wanted something, I know she craved macaroni and cheese, they never had that. So to be able to bring that in from home and be able to cook that for her. So I think having a child who their eating schedule completely changes and what they eat completely changes from their normal routine, to have a place to keep that food would just be so great.
Nutrition is obviously very important during with oncology treatment, and helping to maintain the immune system and preserve lean body mass and help to keep the child healthy overall. If their nutrition is good, then they'll do better throughout their treatment. If their nutrition is poor, then they really will struggle throughout their treatment.
Well, actually, we participated in several meetings with the families that use the floor, families that have previously used the floor, the hospital, and of course with the Izzy Foundation.
For the design, we have two inspirations. One is Izzy herself, and the other is the idea of home.
So the new plan expands the pantry so people can cook a little bit of food when they need it, and they also can gather and talk. And it also includes a living room space for relaxing and some computer desks to catch up on email and maybe Skype with the grandparents. And of course, one of the big influences is the color palette, which is, of course, purple.
Wonderful.
Paper, paper, I like it. Paper.
We spent so much time at Hasbro Hospital with Izzy, so we felt like building a room, taking this room that existed, making it a bigger place, and having it designed to be somewhere that felt inspired by Izzy, felt warm. And Hasbro Hospital then would have a little piece of Izzy there always. I think Tom and Goyle coming onto our team as the architect designers for this room is what we now have all started to coin as a term, an Izzyism. It's something we can't explain, but it's so wonderful and so inspiring and creates something so amazing.
Basically, we want this place to function like a home away from home.
And one that looks like it too. So it's a cheerful space, it's unique, and it's, you know, it's very much about the girl who continues to inspire us all, Izzy. So we're very excited to see this space be realized and people begin using it very soon. Thank you.
Okay, ready?
Through the Izzy Foundation, we aim to help families live, love, laugh, and play through their cancer treatment and after.
Then you have to say thank you.